Hello guys! Today we will look at this amazing orchid called Coelogyne cristata. It's a species originally from the Himalayas, and as you can guess from this, it's a cold growing orchid. In fact, in nature it blooms in the spring before even the snow has begun to melt. To successfully grow this orchid, it needs to be watered profusely during the summer, while the pseudobulbs are growing, and it benefits from direct sunlight at the end of the summer when the sun is not too hot anymore. In nature, this orchid is used to have monsoon weather during its growing season, so it needs a lot of water. Its pseudobulbs should be very plump and firm. When the winter comes, watering should be gradually diminished and the plant should be exposed to low temperatures. The pseudobulbs will shrivel quite a lot, but this is quite normal and it's expected. Coelogyne cristata will bloom early in the spring or at the turn of the winter and spring. It makes cascades of showy, pure white blooms with a yellow throat. Here are some pictures of my plant when it was blooming. This orchid makes large blooms, up to 8 centimeters or 3 inches in diameter. The petals get curly within a few days after opening. Sometimes they can be fragrant too, but mine doesn't seem to have any smell at all. After the blooming time is over, this orchid needs a cold and dry winter rest. It shouldn't be watered at all unless the pseudobulbs shrivel too much. In Finland, we water it during the winter rest by giving it a light cover of fresh snow in case the pseudobulbs start to shrivel too much. In its original habitat in the Himalayas, this orchid is well adapted to such a thing and benefits from it. The snow doesn't damage the pseudobulbs nor the thin leaves. Just think of the harsh climate of the Himalayas and you will understand how this makes a lot of sense. This orchid is a fast grower, and if you get a blooming size one, in a couple of years it might turn into a large specimen size with a large amount of pseudobulbs and an amazing display of flowers in the spring. The downside to this is that the pot will become very heavy. Mine has 15 adult pseudobulbs and 9 more pseudobulbs are developing this summer. This orchid needs to be hanged because it makes pendant flower spikes, and because of that I chose a very light media composed of styrofoam, pieces of cork, charcoal, large pieces of bark, and a top dressing of sphagnum moss. Even with this extremely light media, the plant itself is large and heavy, and the basket weighs a good deal, especially after watering, when the media gets wet. When these 9 new pseudobulbs that are forming now develop to their full size, this basket will weigh quite a lot. Care must be taken when hanging such a thing, because you have to be sure this will not fall down because it's so heavy. This orchid absolutely hates to have its roots disturbed, and after repotted, it might not bloom for a few years. So a good way to repot it is to simply place the smaller pot inside a larger one and add fresh media around it. This causes no disturbance. Or as an alternative, carefully remove the plant from its pot and place it into a larger pot without disturbing the roots at all. I'm making this video to you now in the summer, even though the plant will only bloom in the spring. There is a reason for this. Though I love this plant very much, I have decided to find a new home for her. So she won't be here when the blooming time comes. And this will be my last video about her. I have two reasons for this. The first is that here at my balcony, at the end of the summer, the sun only shines on her until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that just isn't enough for her. At least here in Finland, with the short summers we have, it needs quite a lot of sun at the end of the summer in order for the new pseudobulbs to fully develop. Otherwise it might not bloom at all. We have had cold summers, so here at my environment it might not get all the sun it needs. The second reason why I'm selling her is that this plant grows too much and too fast. It's becoming too large and heavy. But I have found an excellent new home for her, and the person who is buying this orchid from me lives in a house with a backyard where this plant will get a lot more sunlight than here at my balcony. She also has other coelogynes, and they are all very large and beautiful, so I'm sure my plant will be much happier there. I thank my coelogyne Cristata for all the joy it has given me and the beautiful blooms it has done. And I hope it will continue to grow a lot and bloom a lot more in her new home. I hope you enjoyed this video. And let's say goodbye to this, but I'm sure she will be much happier at her new home, where she will get a lot more sunshine. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And I wish you all a very nice week. Bye bye!